Looking down upon the Tower Bridge, spanning the Sacramento River, here in the capital of California. And David.
Well, guys, DeMar DeRozan.
Great vision, David. Thank you. And a look at the starters for San Antonio. We've got DeRozan, Andre Robertson out there with Derek White. Then there's Draymond Green, and it's Pirtle in at the center. And for Sacramento, Morant is out there with Murray. Then it's Bam Adebayo, and it's E in at the 3 slot. Now Morant fires the 3, drains it from beyond the arc. Chris, we're after the All-Star game. Players that have been struggling, might they look at this as a time to turn the page, begin a new chapter, and start fresh?
Yeah, and not just the players that are struggling, but I think every player, whether you're playing well or whether you're struggling, because now you see the finish line. The season is so long, it's so grueling, it grinds on the body that just the new feeling of refreshment comes in after the All-Star break because it's downhill after that, especially with the new schedule. Some teams have already played more than half their season, around 50 games. So when you see 30 games, 32 games left in the season, you can say, wait a minute, I haven't been playing my best, but I have just a few games to make it right. And it feels good knowing that finish line is in sight.
DeRozan, and foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Nice work to get it inside and draw the contact.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
In their last contest, guys, he was unconscious from the foul line. It's common to see wing players improve their perimeter shooting in the league, but DeMar DeRozan's most striking growth has been his ball handling and playmaking. He's been dynamic with the ball in his hands.
Greg DeRozan watching a ton of films of guys like Andre Miller and Sam Cassell operating in the pick and roll.
Not only that, Kevin, to strengthen his left hand, he'd use it for daily activities like writing, leaving no stone unturned to become an expert initiator.
A little over a minute gone here in the first quarter. Oliver passes to Morant. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Spurs will take it. And here's Green. He'll bring it up for San Antonio. This game against Sacramento is the first time they've met this year.
And they won the season series against this club last year, but, then again, so did a lot of other teams.
And finished off by Morant.
What's amazing about Morant, he racks up steals, even though he doesn't naturally gamble a lot.
And it's the Spurs ball. They come into this one following the loss to the Mavericks.
And in terms of intensity, they kind of took the night off. It looked like they were just going through the motions.
Yeah, the only surprise is that the margin wasn't great. I mean, somehow they managed to hang around despite the lack of effort, Greg.
The Spurs have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. And there's Green on the assist from DeRozan.
Good anticipation on the feed. He knows exactly where to go with that ball.
Murray kicks to Yee. That one a little long.
Still plenty of time for him to contribute in this game, but it's a tough stretch he's going through.
Robertson the pass to Pirtle. The 19-foot shot. And it's DeRozan missing.
Oh, he's not going to miss that shot twice in a row. Trust me.
Here's Murray. And he converts the layup.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Yeah, very little resistance. I mean, you had to bring much faster help than that.
Some changes here for the Spurs. LaMarcus Aldridge, he's checked in for Jakob Poeltl. And Walker subbed in for Andre Robertson. DeRozan against Porter, and finished off by DeRozan.
When you have a 4-man with this kind of vision and the unselfishness to go with it, unreal advantage. Draymond Green getting it done.
A lot of give and take between these sides early.
And both teams look like they came to play. We should have a good one.
And DeRozan kicks to White. 1:46 left in the first quarter. On target from 13 feet. White's got his second bucket tonight.
Yeah, and that's what I'm talking about. I mean, the D is worrying too much about the other 4 guys. I mean, they can't give him open jumpers.
just no resistance on the inside. That's their 5th consecutive make in the paint.
And Michael Porter is going to pick up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Damian Jones is checked in for Sacramento. Winslow comes in for Morant. The Spurs also changing it up. Lyles checked in for Green. Damari Carroll comes in for DeMar DeRozan. And it's Johnson in for White.
And they've scored several times already here in the first quarter on the inside.
Carroll against Winslow. Out to the wing. Here's Walker. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
And how about the unselfishness of Carroll? You know, he's not hunting shots, just making winning plays.
Here's Gibbs, and he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
Clearly a foul.
Sacramento shooting their first foul shots of the night here.
And one of the highlights last year for this group was the fact that they were so efficient from the charity stripe. That's a huge factor.
And so it's Walker with it, who brings it up for the Spurs. Passes it to Lyles. Johnson with it. Off target at the rim.
And that is a textbook example of how to defend your rim.
And that's why he's out there right now. In situations like this, he stands tall to prevent points.
And at 6'10", Porter is a threat to score inside, which is why the defense is trying to rough him up a bit.
The Spurs making a switch here. Hurdles checked in. 32 seconds left to play in the first. Walker against Winslow. And it's Walker penetrating, and Jones sends it back. And it's out of bounds. The Spurs able to retain possession here. And the Kings making a change here. Here's Johnson. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Solid shot from the distance of about 14 feet.
It's all about the tail of the tape right there. His size advantage makes that jump shot easy pickings.
Here's Porter. Count that one. Porter's got 5 now.
Well, you know, Porter can expect this. Defenses are going to try to be physical with him, try to get in his head.
No good on the last second attempt there. It's all tied in Sacramento. And don't go away. We'll be back with the action for the start of the second quarter in just a moment.
And then we went to the gas station, bro. That Indian dude was just talking another language when we were leaving, bro. We didn't know exactly what he was saying, bro.
And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out in the second quarter. And let's quickly break down the game we've been watching for the Kings, guys.
Well, in that first quarter, they were intent on just pounding the ball down low.
Old school approach. If you have a favorable matchup inside, just keep pounding it in there.
They've got Leaf. Also, Michael Porter's out there. And it's Bitadze in at the center position. That's the 5 to begin the second quarter for the Kings. It's Carroll on the wing. On the corner.
An active player who just takes pride in his defense. Porter is solid at contesting shots with that reach.
Walker with some nice D.
I don't think the D does good enough here, but something causes the miss.
Carroll passes to Johnson. From outside, off the mark. And for Sacramento, they're shooting a smooth 58% from the field. Everything going according to plan for them on that end. The shoe culture becoming a bigger part of the game. Signature shoes, custom shoes, collections. P.J. Tucker with over 4,000 pairs of shoes. See, Weber, you a collector?
I love it, and it's all because of the Jordan phenomenon. What Michael Jordan did for the game, not just with the shoe, but what he did for the game and making it be so cool in the culture. I got to give my boys in Michigan, I got to give us a little credit, too, with what we did there. But the shoe game has definitely become something that's just crazy out of control. I love it, but no, yeah, I'm a little bit of a collector.
Pass to Winslow. Here's Gibbs, defended by Pirtle. from the arc. Now in the scoring column with that bucket. 1 for 2 this game.
Well, that's almost a sure thing when you leave him that wide open on the perimeter. I mean, that's his sweet spot.
And Walker kicks to Pirtle. Now the pass to Lyles. Over to Winslow. That shot misses. And the Kings going the other way. Last game matchup with the Suns, a tough loss there.
Painful to watch, guys. You could see their frustrations mounting, unable to get into any kind of a rhythm whatsoever.
Yeah, Jay, and sometimes you have games like that, but you just got to shrug it off and move on to the next one.
And San Antonio calls the first timeout of the game.
They're trying to stem the tide here.
Yeah, they have to regroup and revisit their strategy at the defensive end.
And it's a completely new group on the floor for the Kings. And it's out of bounds. The Spurs able to retain possession here. Let's go now to the 2K leaderboard for a look at some players that have gotten only better as the season's gone on. The top scoring small forwards since the All-Star break. Second, Michael Porter. In the third spot, DeMar DeRozan.
I mean, tremendously gifted athletically. I mean, we're used to seeing that at that spot on the floor, and they pretty much all give astonishing individual performances on any given night.
Oh, yeah, Greg. There's so many great scorers at the small forward spot in the NBA. I mean, to make the list, you got to have a ridiculous amount of firepower.
They are really struggling from the floor. Solid rebound there, and with the score like it is, that's an area where they can't afford to get lazy.
Launches a three, and it's Morant missing. Spurs trail by 7. Will it go? And DeRozan lays it in. DeRozan's got 8.
Well, they've tailored their offense around him, and let me tell you, he loves playing in this system.
Here's Oliver, and he goes in for the dunk.
Well, this is why Morant's teammates love to play alongside him. I mean, exceptional vision, and he's incredibly unselfish.
They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
It's deflected, and it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Adebayo. It's stolen by Adebayo. Here's E. Nice D from DeRozan.
It won't go down as a block, but the D made him change his shot, and that's enough.
It's tipped.
I love Morant's approach to the game. I mean, flying to the ball, challenging everything.
Kings leading now by 5. Here's E. The rebound by the Spurs.
He is single-handedly dropping the temperature in here with that cold streak.
This isn't like him, and he knows it. The best thing they can do is try to get him more easy looks.
White with it. He's picked up by Morant. White, wide open. He fires. Finds himself wide open and drills it. Now just a 3-point Kings lead. Here's Morant. That one goes. Count it. He's got 7.
Just another example of why you run plays through Morant. I mean, he makes great decisions with the ball in his hands.
White, bounce pass. That's a floater go. Offensive rebound. And it's Aldridge, top of the key. Now, here's Robertson. Defense right on him, and they pick up 2.
And, guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
E, the pass to Oliver. And the bucket is good. 3-point play chance here for him.
I like that pick play. I mean, you can see how easily it makes it for him to get to the cup.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight. Jones checked in for the Kings. On the free throw, no good. Well, whether you love him or hate him, you can't deny that Draymond Green is one of the more unique players in the league.
There really isn't anyone else like Draymond. I mean, who does everything for a team but score. I mean, not only can he play all positions on both ends of the floor, but also to be the emotional leader, truly a special player.
And out of bounds as the Spurs gain possession.
Yeah, with no defensive pressure at all, you've got to be able to make that exchange.
9 seconds left in the first half. With 4 seconds on the clock, count the basket. 8 points for Aldridge. And here's Morant. And no luck with that time on the buzzer beater. And a close game so far through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Kings lead by 1. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks very much, Draymond. Of course, not unusual to see you going up against bigger players. So how do you take advantage of that offensively?
I mean, you just got to take advantage of mismatches. You know, most of the time there's a big guy on me. If not, there's usually somebody trying to switch off. You know, I just got to know when to pop and just take advantage of the mismatches.
You've done just that in the first half. Thanks. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David, for that interview. And we'll see you back here after the break for third quarter basketball.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey again, everybody. I'm Ernie Johnson. Shaq is here. Kenny's here. You're watching the NBA Halftime Show on 2K Sports. A pretty close game for the Kings throughout the first quarter. They never trailed by more than 3 points, and it was neck and neck the entire period. The second quarter was a tight battle, but they were the... And that'll do it for us. The third quarter about to begin with Kevin Harlan standing by. We'll catch you on the flip side.
And if you're just joining us, we played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. A fantastic game from DeMar DeRozan so far.
You just love the patience in that first half. Waited until he got the look he wanted.
Yeah, working the ball, getting clean, quality looks. I mean, just efficient basketball through and through.
San Antonio trailing here. On the court right now for the Spurs. They've got Pirtle. DeRozan out there with Green. Then there's Robertson. And it's White in at the 1 spot. They now take the lead. White's got 8 points.
And we've seen several lead changes tonight. Neither team giving an inch.
Yeah, Greg, it's a seesaw battle. Both teams are pretty evenly matched, and the score reflects that.
The shot by E, no good. E's gone just 1 for 7 shooting tonight. Pirtle finds Robertson. E with the steal. And up the court come the Kings on the break. DeMar DeRozan grabs the board. Chris, this is a specialty of yours. Which current bigs are best at finishing contested shots right at the rim?
Oh, well, I'll tell you this. The best big in the league last year, averaging 17 points, scoring in the paint, Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Yes.
I mean, he'll dunk on anybody. Move out the way. He finishes. What about Embiid inside? What about Gobert? What about Boogie Cousins? Should I continue? I can keep going because the big man is back, baby. Slow to get warm after the break. 0 for 3 now. Maybe they need an early timeout. It's just to try to settle things down.
And you want to talk about high-volume scores. Just look at what DeRozan's doing tonight. He's been on a mission, putting his mark on this game in a big way. That's a big donut, folks, here. Start the second half. 4 straight they've missed.
In. That's his 5th field goal. He's shooting a hot 71%. 5 for 7. Timeout is called. First of the game for Sacramento. You gotta like what DeMar DeRozan has done in this game.
Absolutely on fire. They need to regroup and figure out a way to slow his roll.
Lyles checked in for Draymond Green. The Kings trail by 7. Can they get it? And 2 shots coming up at the line as he gets fouled on the shot. And the foul goes against San Antonio.
And what really separates Morant is the intangibles. He has a great camaraderie with his teammates already.
Both shots good from the stripe. And we're just about 2 minutes into the second half now. Outside, White. No good that time. Now Sacramento takes it the other way. Kicks it to Morant. A little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the third. Here's Gibbs, 6 to shoot. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. That one on Jakob Poeltl.
Yeah, easy call.
For Sacramento, they have missed 2 free throws in the game, going 5 for 7. So San Antonio going with an almost entirely new group here. Marcus Aldridge is checked in for Jakob Poeltl. Damari Carroll comes in for DeMar DeRozan. Johnson, he's checked in for Robertson. And it's Lonnie Walker in for Derek White.
And the combination of his quickness and soft touch around the rim really allows him to pull off shots like that. A lot of players don't have the reverse in their arsenal.
It's rebounded by Aldridge. Spurs leading by 5.
And in a league that's obsessed with threes and layups, LaMarcus Aldridge defying the trend, really feasting on a steady diet of mid-range jumpers.
To the right side. Here's Gibbs. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own. 10 points for him.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Well, these days, so much emphasis on the perimeter game. But you can see why after that sequence.
Johnson outside. From 18 feet away. And it's wide right. Hits off the rim. And that turnaround jumper of Aldridge's. Very just impossible to defend.
Long arms, that high release point. When it's falling, well, we saw him give OKC 56. This man can take over.
San Antonio shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game. And the first one drops. That's also good. So he hits both free throws. The Kings trail by 7. Porter dishes to Winslow. Over Aldridge. Here's Morant. Porter looking it over. Leaf kicks to Morant. Another 3 for Sacramento.
Well, when you have a guy like Morant, an elite ball handler who can hit from anywhere, there's no real limit to the points he can score.
Pass to Carroll. Now here's Walker. Guarded by Porter. Walker against Winslow. And Jones sends it back. And he's able to get it back. And Lonnie Walker picks up the foul. That's his first foul. Some changes for Sacramento. Oliver's checked in for TJ Leaf. And Murray's subbed in for Morant. Green is checked in for San Antonio. And out of bounds as the Spurs gain possession. 30 seconds left to play in the third. Winslow against Walker. Here's Aldridge. That one is good. He's only missed 1 shot of his 6 taken on the floor.
They are just killing him on the interior.
Jones kicks to Murray. Changes up. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
And even though they're down, they are putting on a show at the free throw line.
Good on the second free throw.
And one of the problems in the first half, that shoddy work at the free throw line. They needed to fix that, and they've been much improved since the break.
DeRozan bounce pass. Here's Aldridge. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. The Spurs shoot their 7th and 8th free throw attempts for the game right here.
And as a group, they shot 75% from the line last season.
Oh, you can get spoiled watching him at the line. I mean, you just expect him to make every one, every time.
Reed from outside. But I don't know. I think we may see a review here. That was pretty close. And not so fast. The officials are going to check that shot again and make sure they got it right before we go to the fourth.
And even though, you're thinking maybe we don't need to replay in a situation like this, still plenty of time left in this.
And so it's the San Antonio Spurs heading to the bench with a 7-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. And they've done a phenomenal job down low. So many of their points coming right at the rim. Back to the action after this word. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, a terrific, unselfish play right here. Set up his teammate. And how about the setup this was?
This is the versatility you need to play in today's game. Two guards have to be able to make plays for others.
Fourth quarter of action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. We've got Justice Winslow. Jones is out there with Oliver. Then there's DeJounte Murray. And it's E in at the 3 spot. So that's the 5 in the game for Sacramento. Passes it to Winslow. Murray surveying the D. Pass to E. The 3. Rebounded by the Spurs.
I wonder what the score would be if they weren't controlling the backboard.
They get it again. Walker. And Jones sends it back. Trying to break that ice-cold streak.
And we always talk about making your teammate better. That assist was right on target.
Fourth quarter just getting started. 1 minute in the books. DeRozan against Murray. Back to DeRozan. The shot's good on the assist by Walker. 16 points for DeMar DeRozan.
His individual effort has been outstanding tonight, and it's helped him grab the lead.
Murray against Aldridge, and the shot goes down.
And giving up some inches inside, but makes up for it with an aggressive style.
Yeah, it's the attack mindset. I mean, that helped him prevail right there. Sometimes you just got to go with your gut.
Time called here. The Spurs decide to talk it over.
Adjustments are a part of the game, and the coach sees something he doesn't like here.
Yeah, I like the chess match that's going on here. Each team trying to find and exploit the favorable matchup on the floor.
Sacramento making a switch here. Adebayo's checked in. The Spurs also changing it up. Pirtle, he's checked in for Aldridge. Robertson comes in for Damari Carroll, and it's White in for Lonnie Walker. He gets a chance now to catch up with the 4th member of our crew, Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
During that break, Greg Popovich really had some strong advice for his team. This game is obviously close, could go either way, and he wanted to make sure that his guys were all on the same page and were all staying with the game plan in order to close this one out. Kevin?
And this is one of the things they need to keep doing in the second half to get this win. Keep knocking down those free throws. They've been sensational here at the line.
White with it, now guarded by Winslow. Adebayo against Pirtle. Outside, White. Clock at 6. Shot, high post. And it's Oliver with the rebound. Oliver's got 4 rebounds now tonight.
And they get the rebound, but guys, that's been the issue throughout the game.
Shooting for Sacramento. 2 shots.
Ties it up, and this next one could give them the lead. And he makes the first, but misses the second.
And the chance to take the lead gets away because of the miss.
Robertson can't hit. Sacramento's gotten fewer than half of their 3-pointers to go down tonight. They're 4 for 9. Oliver passes to Murray. To the inside. Adebayo.
And this is the effort you want to see out of your guys, win or lose.
Yeah, you just want to keep fighting. Do your best, and you live with the result.
And so White will bring it up for the San Antonio Spurs. And the officials signal the backcourt violation. Not very careful there.
That's an unforced error. That will drive a coach crazy. Got to play heads up out there.
Now here is Pirtle. To halt the run. Got a hand on it. And it's out of bounds. The Spurs able to retain possession here. We've got 1:55 left in the fourth quarter. the pass to Oliver. Outside for Murray. Here's E. Good, and the assist goes to Murray. Murray's got 3 assists tonight.
Defensively, you can't back off him that much. You don't want to give up easy threes at this stage of the game.
San Antonio calls timeout. They're trailing by 5. 1:39 left in the 4th quarter. Now the presentation of our Jordan Player of the Game, Ja Morant.
And tell you what, he's worked very hard to get himself in good position throughout the course of this game. And that comes across in his shooting percentage. He's hit over half his shots from the field. And that's not because he got hot as much as it's because of the effort he put in to get himself open.
And it's Oliver missing.
And he did everything he could to make that shot as difficult as possible.
Excellent avoiding fouling and gotten the perfect position to alter the shot. Such a great understanding of the game. Draymond recognizes the defense. I mean, he realizes he needs to take that one himself.
Fires high post. Draymond Green with the rebound.
With the D playing soft off him, he might have been better off taking it to the hoop instead of settling for the jump.
Here's White. And it's out of bounds. Grant is touched by White. Here's Sacramento now. They're on a 14-4 run right now. Morant passes to Oliver. And it's White with the rebound. Here's San Antonio now. It's a 3-point game. Shoots. Here's Pirtle. Back to White. Moves back up. They shoot again. The bucket is good. A chance for one more. That one's on Morant.
Oh, you just love seeing a player with absolutely no fear.
Yeah, he approached that one with total confidence. He has what it takes to come through in the clutch.
And there's the pass to E. Sacramento moving it around. Fires for 3. Misses the tray. Controls the rebound. Puts it back up and in. And the Kings lead by 2.
You know, we talk about it all the time, guys. Those second chance buckets, always the result of that extra effort.
Time called here. The Spurs decide to talk it over. They're trailing by 2. 8 seconds left to play here in the 4th. What do you think, guys?
Big chance here to tie it with a bucket.
Or they could take the lead if they play for the 3. Interesting decision here.
No good. So it's the Kings taking the W in a close one. What a show they put on here at home tonight.
I mean, these are those games that feel so great to win, and really, it's like a knife in the gut to lose. You gotta love being on edge of your seat and just wondering what's gonna happen. How is this thing gonna play out?
Well, folks, that's gonna do it for now. For Chris Webber, Greg Anthony, and David Alden, this is Kevin Harlan. Thank you for being with us. So long.
How did I come back with a lock in the beginning, bro? The future of this franchise. What, for the future?